Do I have a boyfriend? Everything. What's up, suckers, and welcome back to Everything Courtney. I know Sundays are usually my story time with self-care, but today I'm going to answer some Q&A questions that my Instagram followers asked me. It is some questions, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna answer because y'all was wildin'. I just can't, okay? I'm sorry. I can't answer it on my channel, y'all. Come on now. Nasty. Y'all just nasty. What make y'all think I was gonna answer it on my channel? Like, do I? You're nasty. But I did take like 10 random questions and I'm gonna just answer those. So hopefully, you know, it's your question that gets answered. If not, please send it next time I do a Q&A and I'll get to it then. Yeah, so I have my face mask. Today I'm gonna use a Honey Firm and Glow mask. I got it from my roommate. She had a bunch of different face masks she was getting rid of. She got it from Urban Outfitters. It was like $3, so, you know. And so it says, the cushion pulp. Wait a minute, is pulp in this? The sheet includes nutrition from fresh and natural ingredients, giving its own nourishment to the skin as well as solving skin problems. What skin problems? Like, we talking acne? We talking, you know, under eye, dark circles? It's a lot of skin problems. So, and I've been having a breakout. So hopefully that's one of the problems y'all, you know, y'all ready to tackle. Everything else is in like Chinese, I think. So we just gonna have to go with that. It smells good. It does smell like honey, but it has like a hint of something, like a perfume almost. I hope y'all know how. Okay. First of all, y'all know how I feel about this type of stuff on my hands. I got this headband, which I'm sure belongs to Tay Pancakes, aka Taylor Stevens, aka Tay. Yeah, I took your headband. So, cause I'm not trying to get the front of my wig wet. Perfect. Boo! Okay. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. Oh, my lips big. I need room. Perfect. Okay. All right. Let's get started on these questions. Let's see. First question. Someone didn't ask a question, but they wanted me to say hi to them. So hi Anaya, what's up, boo? The actual first question is, what are some challenges you faced in high school? Chad? Sit down. Okay, so in high school, I feel like one of my main challenges was like accepting myself, definitely. Not like my face, because I knew I was cute. My dad always made sure to let his daughters know that we were queens, beautifully, uniquely created queens, ever since I was a little girl. So I never thought I wasn't like cute or nothing, but I just didn't necessarily like the way I completely looked in terms of the rest of my physical body. Like, I was like a solid 115, 120 at the most. I don't even think I was 120 in high school. I was like 110. I was so small. Like a size, I remember being in a 00 and then graduating to like a 0, and then when I got into size 2, couldn't tell me nothing. I'm a 2. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me, I'm in a 2. I'm sorry, I need a little bit more room. Sorry, boo. But you know, that just all come in like society trying to make you feel like, oh, the thick girls or the it girls, so you want it to be thick. I want it to be heavier. I always struggled with putting on weight ever since I was younger. Like, puberty came and went, and it was like, where? Because only thing you left me with was some zits and then remind me every month that I'm a girl. But besides that, I didn't see anything else that made me feel womanly. You know, I wanted my boobs to grow. I wanted to be heavier. I wanted to feel more, you know, defined, and just unrealistic expectations, because it just wasn't in the book. It just wasn't for me. And so you just start expecting these things because you see in other people, and it's like, that ain't what I got for you. God was like, just humble yourself. That's not even what I got in store for you. Chill out. You know, so I feel like a lot of times, especially now with social media, it's so influential. You see it everywhere, and it's like, oh, this is the it girl, this is the it body, this is the it aesthetic, and you should look like this and act like this. And it could be so hard trying to like look the opposite of that and still feel like you're the it girl. And trust me, and boy, you know, guys deal with this type of stuff too. It's just expressed differently, but you are it. The period. Like, uniquely created the way you're supposed to be. And I had to, just even like a couple years, had to really grasp that notion that I'm bomb diggity just the way I am. And so I, you know, really learn to accept yourself and love yourself the way you are, and not always trying to fit in, you know, because they just as dumb as you are. Like, come on, you gonna really think another person who the same age, the same level of education, the same level of common sense, they have no other, you know, they have the same level of everything as you. So what makes them better because of a few physical attributes, when you learn later on that that really amounts to nothing? And besides, half those people that you kind of thought was popping back then really ain't that popping now. So you look at it like, okay, not being like shady or nothing, but like, you just, it's crazy because the people that you thought was like, oh dang, her body is bad, I wish I had a body like that, or dang, she look, you know, I wish I had hair like that, I wish I did this and that about them, woo woo woo. And then you look at them now, it's like, yeah, I didn't see that coming at all. And you know, and so like now I'm in my more adult body, like I'm filled out more. Your girl is 155 pounds, baby. I never thought I would ever attain that, and I did. It's crazy because it's like, that's what I wanted then, and it's like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't need to look, if I'd have looked a certain way in high school, who knows where I'd have been. The Lord was like, Courtney, I'm trying to keep you humble. Just stay humble, boo. Just stay humble. That was a main challenge in high school. I hated my teeth, y'all. Had some jacked up teeth. I don't know why my parents didn't just get me braces, and it didn't really bother me that much. I can't remember when it really started affecting me. It wasn't like I wasn't still pulling, like, don't get me wrong. I was still popping in that aspect, but I knew what it did to me, like internally, and like with my self-esteem, and like I hated smiling, I hated taking pictures, and people like, oh, you're so beautiful. Shut up, I don't feel it, okay? But that's just also another thing of accepting myself. And now I got braces, and that's just that. So it's just a part of growing up. It's all a part of developing and maturing, and all of it kind of happens. Unfortunately, most people deal with the same stuff, and it's like, until you get older, you realize it's pointless, and some people don't realize it until much later, and that sucks too. And it's just really a thing you have to just take control of over your life and be like, hey, I'm not gonna let that affect me, because next thing you know, you're in a bit of depression because you're not happy with yourself. And not being happy with yourself is like one of the worst things, because you won't find happiness in anything else, you know? Oh yeah, and stop challenging your parents. Trust me, they are right. Just because they went through it 20 years before us doesn't mean they don't know what they're talking about. They understand it was just said differently back then, okay? It was just done differently back then, but believe me when I say our parents ain't wrong. I know you don't want to admit it, god dang it, they right, okay? Just listen to them and accept yourself, love yourself. Okay, question number 2. Would I do a mukbang with Taylor and Drea? Heck yeah, what you mean? I love Taylor and Drea. First of all, Taylor's my best friend, so of course I'll do a mukbang with Taylor. With Drea, I really need to link with her again. I haven't seen Drea in so long. Drea, I love you and I miss you, and I would love to do a mukbang with them. So maybe that's something we can plan, you know, and maybe you guys can tell us what we should be eating. What would y'all want to see me, Taylor, and Drea eat on a mukbang, or what would y'all want to hear us talk about while doing a mukbang? And then, you know, just stay tuned and, you know, see when that comes about. Question number 3. Okay, what is your favorite type of date? Anything that involves food. I can't speak for every girl, but this girl here loves to eat. So if you feed me, that's a good start. I don't need the extra expensive stuff. Like, people feel like they gotta go all out and go spend dumb money. That's not me. I'm a simple girl. I like simple things. I do love more thoughtful things, you know, like if you put in a thought behind it, you know, you pick up on some stuff that I like and you kind of incorporate it in the date. Don't get me wrong, I am a girl, I love nice things, but I don't need that like a way of measuring your worth to me. I love simplicity. Like, I'm a at-home type of girl. I love being home, I love chilling. I don't like going out, so if I do go out, I want it to be worth my time and enjoyable. So like, going out to eat is something I definitely enjoy doing. So it doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be the top-notch $100 a plate type restaurant. That's just ridiculous. We could spend a quarter of that on meal and then take the rest of it and do something really cool and really fun, you know? Put thought into it. I love thoughtful type stuff. Like, you get to know me and know the things I like and things I dislike. Just little details mean so much to me, and I pay attention to them because that lets them know you're paying attention to me. And if you're paying attention to me, you know, that makes me want to see you and go on another date with you and hang out with you, and who knows where it can go, you know? So just really thoughtful and things that show that you pay attention. You know, I'm a detail type person, so y'all, this mess raisin. The movies is expensive. Have y'all not seen a movie ticket here in LA? In LA, the freaking tickets at like Universal are like $20 a pop. That's a $40 date right there. You know what I'm saying? But if it's something I want to go see, then that's dope. I don't need to be going all out. Like, don't be going crazy now. Don't be going broke trying to impress me. Because what we gonna do broke? Look at each other? Next question. Do I have a boyfriend? Huh? No, I'm kidding. Okay, so no, I currently do not have a boyfriend. I am still single. I don't know why people always feel like that's the question they want to know. And even when that status changes, I'm not really sure when I would say it. Like, I'm definitely not going to say it right off the bat. So I guess you wouldn't really know. Who wants to involve social media in their relationship when you're not really sure where it is yet? You know, you can't do it too prematurely. I just feel like once I get a boyfriend, you won't know right away. But once I'm sure it's like worth noting and it's like we're good and seasoned and marinated in it, y'all would definitely know, okay? I'm not gonna keep you completely out the loop. I won't like obviously post my man all the time because social media is just messy and just ridiculous. And I don't need y'all on my man page, period. But who knows? It could change any day now. It just takes the right person to come along and then boom, relationship. But like I said, I won't rush into telling y'all about it. I wouldn't rush into posting about it because you just gotta be smart. You know, last thing I want is to be claiming somebody as my man, my boyfriend. Ooh, this is him, I love him. Ooh, we this and that. And then boof, a month later, it's like, I mean, we wasn't really feeling each other like that for real. Like, yes you was, sis, you hurt, you was crying. You was crying in the shower, you was crying in the car. Don't all run at once. Another relationship question. How do I feel about long distance relationships? Well, I feel like it's just another relationship. I feel like it has to be something that you're really sure of because the distance does play as a factor into, like, you know, a lot of reasons why some people work and some people don't. You just have to be really willing to put in extra work when it's long distance, I feel like. And I've been involved with someone when I was there, like long distance for me. And it was kind of hard because the time zone, you know, you be busy and then they're free, then you free, then they busy. But you just really have to put in that extra work with someone, you know, that you saying, okay, even though I'm thousands of miles away, I want this to work. I want us to work, so let's figure it out. And so it just really, you know, I'm not against a long distance relationship. Would I prefer the person to be like here? Yeah and no. Like, I feel like it's an advantage of having your significant other not here, especially when you're trying to focus on what you got going on and trying to focus on your career. It can be a distraction, you know. So like having that person away and only being able to like talk certain times of the day, and it's like, okay, I'm free here but I'm busy then, I'm less likely to like put off what I gotta do because you're not here to distract me. I wouldn't kick a long distance relationship. Now, it's not for everybody, I do know that. I know some people who feel like they could never be in a long distance relationship. I just feel like, you know, if that's what ended up happening, then so be it. But, you know, we'll just see. Next question. Okay, what is something I've learned this week? Something I've learned this week. That's a good question. I froze grapes, y'all. I'm trying to do better with my sweet intake, so I just froze some cotton candy grapes. If you never had a cotton candy grape, this is something you need to try. Boyfriend. This week I've learned the importance of pushing through even when you don't feel like it. I've been kind of like in a funk this week, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, you see, I haven't posted a video in like a couple, like maybe like 5 days. And it's not that I haven't thought about what I wanted to do, but I've just really been in a different type of mindset. I just been kind of personally just dealing with some stuff, and it's just like it can kind of defeat you in a way where you don't really want to do anything that you're supposed to do, like the grind and, you know, still chasing your dreams. But your dreams can't stop just because you don't feel like chasing them in the moment. And so I know that sounds kind of crazy, you know, but you just gotta really decide how bad do you want something, how bad do you want to be successful, how bad do you want to obtain it. And even on your worst stage, you gotta pick yourself up and dust yourself off and still go out there and get it. So I've just really learned the importance of not allowing my current circumstance or my current feelings to overshadow or get in the way of me going after what I'm here to do. You know, I didn't leave Florida to come here to just be complacent or to be defeated by things that, you know, come up with excuses of why I'm not doing something. For all that, I could have stayed home. And so I don't, like, you know, I don't have school to distract me anymore. I don't have all this other stuff. But I can still have those moments where it's just like, some days you just don't feel like it. You know, like some days you just really just want to stay in the bed, watch Netflix all day and do nothing. But even on those days, you have to remind yourself why you're here in the first place. You might have heard it before, but honestly, it's not that I haven't known it, but I've really had to apply it to my life today. Like even filming this video, I did not feel like it all day. My roommates, you know, people that I'm close with have been like, oh, what's wrong? Like, what's been going on? And I'm just like, I have no idea. I've just been in a funk. But I decided today that no longer would I allow that funk to determine whether or not I'm gonna be productive. Like, even through the funk, even through feeling, you know, unworthy or feeling like I'm just tired or I just don't feel like it, I'm still gonna do it. So just push yourself and you feel better. Like right now, I feel better that I feel better that I'm shooting this video. I feel better that I didn't allow another day to go by that I'm not being successful, because at the end of the day, you just start feeling even worse because you didn't do it. It's like, oh, I should have did it yesterday, but now I let it off and now here I am another day I didn't do it and I feel worse. I feel bad about myself because I allowed myself to not do it. No one else is gonna do it for you. No one else can make you do it. You gotta do it for yourself. And when you make that decision for yourself, your life will change because you apply it to every aspect of life and watch stuff just life will change, you know? Work hard, play hard, and I got goals to reach and things I want to do, so I have no time for excuses. I have no time for waiting around or playing around just because Courtney don't feel like it. So what? I'm sure a lot of people don't feel like doing stuff, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Do it, baby, do. I don't know who that was for, but I hope, you know, that helps you. Like, get up and do it. All right, next question. Would you move back to your hometown? No. Next question. Okay, I love back home. I love the country. I love everything that it gave me up until this point. Leaving your hometown can be so hard and so challenging. And once you do it and you start getting into groove of another life and you get to experience another culture, you experience different experiences, you experience different career opportunities, different networking opportunities, different opportunities just period. It's kind of hard saying I'm gonna go back to my little town back home. It's just unrealistic. I have family always asking me, oh, so when you moving back? Huh? Moving back? Why would I do a thing like, what? Like, I'm sorry, what? Like, no, I come home to visit, and even visiting home, I miss it so much. I used to go home like every other month and stay for like a month. It was horrible when I first came here, but now I'm getting to a place where I can go home and I can still stay for a while, but then even after a few days, it's like, you know what? I would be way more productive if I wasn't here, and it's really crazy. Like, you have to, and I'm not saying never go back to your hometown if you do want to go back, or if you want to go back and bring about some change, or just go back because that's where you want to be at the end of the day. But make sure you are in a really strong mental state to be able to handle going home and not getting complacent again, because home is so comfortable for most people to where you go back and get right back into a routine. I go right back to getting up late in the morning. I go right back to not working out. I go right back to not filming. I go right back to excuses. I go right back to conforming to everyone else around back home. People have different lifestyles. It's like, okay, if that's not what I want, I have to make sure I'm still doing what it takes to not live a certain way or be a certain way or think a certain way. And it can be very challenging because a lot of times people back home don't understand where my mind is now, or the things that I can understand, or the way that I come to think. And it's not like saying you're better than somebody, but you outgrow people in your hometown. So a lot of times going back home is way different because the stuff you want to talk about, the stuff you want to do isn't the same things anymore. And so people think you're being funny, and people think you think you're too good. It's like, nah, sis, I'm just not there no more. And people gotta learn to stop taking stuff personal. I know that's not really the answering the question, but I felt like it needed to be said, because a lot of times that happens going back home. People don't understand you because you're not the same person, and that's okay. And it's okay to outgrow people. It's okay to go home and realize that you're not that close anymore, because we're not on the same level. And it's not saying I'm better than you, but I'm just not on that level no more. And so I'm sorry if I'm gonna do what the memes we share be saying and move on and grow on, and you think I'm being funny. Nah, I'm just growing, you know. So if you go home, just gotta be ready and willing to still be strong and not be impressionable and, you know, conforming back to stuff you used to do, because it's so easy to do, y'all. It's so easy to do. I have to fight it every time I visit home, and I refuse. fight too hard to get where I am, to go back. Next question. Are you named after someone in your family? Okay, actually, yes, I'm named after my father. My dad's name is Corey. So when my mom was pregnant, before they found out I was a girl, they thought I was gonna be a boy. I'm the oldest, so they were like, oh, it's our first child, it's a boy, we're obviously gonna name him Corey Jr. So they were prepared for that, and then surprise, I'm a girl. And so they're like, well, Courtney is close to Corey, so let's name her Courtney. So Courtney, I am named after my father in a way. Maybe that's why I'm such a daddy's girl. Hi, daddy, I miss you, I love you. What is one of your favorite childhood memories? One of my favorite childhood memories is definitely like when we were younger and before, when it was bedtime or even in the car going somewhere, my dad would do these things where he would like tell a story he would make up, and he would base it off of like family members, and he would like give us this whole scenario, and then he would ask us questions afterward, and we were like, okay, here we go, it's story time. And so you pay attention to detail, and he really was teaching me a very good skill as a child that I didn't understand or know how important it would be in my adult life, but to how to pay attention to detail, because he would be specific in his questions. At the end of the story, he would be like, okay, what color shirt did your uncle such and such buy? And you have to think, okay, wait, no, daddy brought red shirt, the other person brought, okay, he brought the red, you know, like that type of stuff. And so he would just really teach us how to pay attention to details and quizzing us. And he would do it, like I said, on road trips, just going to the store, going to town before bed. Like he would do it to me and my siblings. It would be so much fun, and it was just like a moment of bonding with our father, and it was just like amazing, because it's something I look forward to doing with my kids, and even seeing him do with my kids one day, it's just gonna be so amazing. And I love him for it. It just seemed like fun, innocent fun with my dad, but he always would do stuff like that with us to keep us on our toes. Like always little fun, little games in the car, little moments like that. And those are the moments that you look back on that just shape you, you know, in a way. And it's just like really cool to look back on. And yeah, it was really amazing. So those type of things. And then my mom would be there, obviously involved too. And then just being with my family, like those type of moments where just, this is us, y'all. These are good times. We don't have to spend crazy money to have a good time with each other, and just showing the innocence of just really bonding with your family. So I'm a very big family person. Like I want a huge family, 5 kids type stuff. So it's like those type of things is what I enjoyed about my childhood, and I can't wait to share it with my future generations to come. All right, last question. What is your favorite type of music? I am an R&B person all day long, and I do mean like old school R&B. I listen to a lot of like 90s, I guess it's 90s and like early 2000s. I love the early 2000 era music, like growing up. Even like most of the, if I listen to hip hop, it's mostly like the old school hip hop from like when I was in middle school or like high school, stuff like that. Nostalgia, I'm such a nostalgic person. I love the old stuff. It just make you feel differently, like Tevin Campbell and like, you know, SWV, that time era. Like I love their music. I love listening to real R&B like Babyface. And I mean, you know, R. Kelly kind of tricky right now, so I kind of like, I be kind of conflicted when I hear his music, but he did make some good hits regardless. But you know, that's just that on that. I just got deleted and go. I listen to things like that, like, you know, Chrisette Michele, you know, like really soulful music. A little alternative R&B now, because that kind of vibe is really cool. I'm from a musical background type family. My dad plays the piano, I played the saxophone, my sister played the clarinet, my brother played the drums. We all sung in a choir, we all grew up doing that type of stuff. So music is something that I really enjoy, I really love it. When I hear music, it's not always just the words. I'm literally listening to the melody, I'm listening to the instruments, I'm listening to that type of stuff. I grew up going to the studio, you know, like I grew up being in the studio with my dad. I grew up hearing that type of stuff. So I'm listening for like, oh, how they laid the track, oh, they put this, oh, you hear them strings, oh, you hear that. Like I love that part about music. And people always be like, oh, Courtney, aren't you in love or something? I'm like, yeah, with this music, like I'm not in love, I just love that kind of music. I guess it's kind of like love songs. I really just love that kind of stuff. So that's just me personally, and it's a good point if you enjoy that kind of stuff too, because music is something really close to me. Like I feel like one day I'm gonna have my own album or something, you know. Don't sleep on it, because I'm telling you what I know. I'm speaking into existence. You hear that, God? I'm speaking it. Yeah, those are I think that was 10. Anyways, it was about 10. I hope I answered your questions very good. If your question didn't get answered this time, please make sure you ask it again next time so that I can see it. I did screenshot it, so if I didn't, you know, I'll look back at it, and make sure you keep sending your questions every time I ask so I can keep giving you guys answers. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your mommy, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your enemies. I don't care. Just make sure somebody else sees this video. I thank you guys so much for tuning in. I think this face mask is done. It's like dry. How I look? I probably kept it on too long. It's literally like dry as crap. Like I really hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure you stay tuned for more videos. Next week I do want to be more consistent. I do want to post a video. My goal is every day, but that's what I'm aiming for. So please make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any of my craziness. Okay guys, I love you all, and don't forget, you are everything. Bye. See you in a second, suckers.